Excuse me. Ask him to tone down those lights a bit. Yeah, thanks. Namaste. Good morning to all of you, esteemed colleagues from the industry, members from ET Now, audience. I think it's a great opportunity, and I'm really thankful to ET Now for the opportunity to express views and to share thoughts on this, not just an important topic, the topic, I think, that exists today, the vision towards 2047, insurance for all, Viksit Bharat. I think it's core. It's just what everything is about and what we're wanting to achieve for a very, very long time. You know, as India strides towards a Viksit Bharat and ensures a comprehensive, ensuring a comprehensive situation of financial security for every individual in this country, it's not something that's an option. I think it's a non-negotiable. Insurance, as we all know, is not just a financial product, it's the very foundation that safeguards individuals and families from unforeseen shocks. I remember many years ago when I was, as a part of the industry, when I was still pretty junior, I had heard one definition of insurance, which always has stayed with me. And that definition, transcending life, non-life, or whatever you may say, was that insurance is something that smoothens the volatility of anyone's balance sheet, whether it is an individual or it's an enterprise. I think that cuts across and tells you what it is about. It just smoothens that volatility that exists for anyone. For a stable and an inclusive economy, it is the cornerstone of Viksit Bharat, and for us to achieve that, I think our approach has to be multidimensional. We need to have sustainable and inclusive growth through bridging both the urban and rural divide, through improving human capital by improving our healthcare system, and that is one place where as an insurance industry we have a huge role to play, through improving education and skills, through promoting innovation and technology. I think no one can ever understate the need of technology today, and financial inclusion for all. And to this, the role of insurance is central. This is what insurance is, without any doubt, something that fosters both individual empowerment and leads to economic stability, gives the ability for people to go out and take some risk, to set up enterprise, to run their families, to progress in life. There's a lot of statistics out there. We're the 10th largest insurance market in the world. A Swiss Re report says that we will be the 6th largest very soon by 2032. We'll be ahead of Germany, we'll be ahead of Canada, Italy, South Korea. Statistics all of you are familiar with, and you see in enough of PowerPoints. It says the Indian insurance industry currently stands at $126 billion US, 10th largest, growing at a pace of about 10.5 CAGR, 10.5% CAGR. Assets under management as high as $730 billion US, consistently providing return to shareholders, return on equity to shareholders in excess of 20%. So with this, with a national GDP of 3.02 trillion going at 7%, a population of 140 crores and growing steadily, the thing is, even as we talk about penetration from 4.2% to a world average of 7% in terms of GDP figures, in terms of every figure, we want to move our density, insurance density, from a meager $91 per capita to a world average of 874. The most underlying important thing in all these statistics, in terms of numbers, is the importance of reaching each and every one of our insurable population, that 140 crores and expanding and growing, so that everybody in this country by 2047, if not earlier, at least has a life insurance, a health insurance, and a property insurance enough to protect against any kind of calamity or any kind of unforeseen circumstances. That is the real task. Uh, we can talk about the figures, about the benchmarks, but I think the real task, and that is what today is about, the Vision 2047, insurance for all, that bare minimum insurance that everybody does need to be able to be sure about their lives, to be able to step out and do what they need to. Given the fact that it is, I think it's something that where the entire value chain, not just one or two, but all the key stakeholders, whether it's the regulator, the industry, the distributors, intermediaries, have to play a very important role. Coming together and playing an important role is what is key to being able to succeed over there. The reasons for this low penetration are all well known. A lack of awareness, limited trust in the system, something that we were talking about in the morning today itself with some of my colleagues, affordability concerns, distribution challenges in the rural and the remote areas. But yet within these very challenges lies the opportunity. You can see that this industry over the last 24 years has grown from to what level, to the levels that I'm mentioning now. But just within the non-life space, which I address more, the issue is that when 24 years ago, 70%, more than 70% of our market was corporate commercial, and we had less than 30% of our market was retail, and most of it was motor business only. Today, over 70% is retail, right? Over 70% is retail. That just speaks of the potential that lies. While there are these challenges, but as the challenges are being overcome, the opportunity is unfolding tremendously. To achieve universal coverage by 2047, I think we have a lot of things to do. Some of the key steps that we need to do is to address the missing middle. While we have government schemes addressing the poorer population, we also have the affluent being covered, but there is a very large middle population which is neither covered by the government schemes nor is able to afford some of our insurance solutions that we offer. This is something that we need to focus on, maybe with tailor-made insurance products, technology, personalized solutions, the ability to reach them, make things affordable and accessible to them, partner with community organizations to reach them, and above all, every time, no matter what I say, what steps you take, underlying them will be building trust. And trust doesn't get built with just one product or one scene, but it's about reaching there. I made a comment today morning, and I stand by that comment when I was sitting with my colleagues, that when you see throughout your industry life, number of presentations in every form and shape, you see on many of those slides, keywords, customer centricity, policyholder protection, disruption, innovative products, parametric products, using technology to do this. Common themes that I have seen in umpteen presentations during my life. All I have to say today is that today, and to reach 2047, those very key words and thoughts need to come out of the PowerPoint presentations and get onto the ground and be implemented, because they remain there for some reason, and that is an imperative for us. Strengthening our grievance redressal system. We hear so many grievances. Strengthening that system will build trust. Being able to respond to grievances of our customers at the right time quickly will help. As far as from a regulatory perspective, we've been trying to do everything that's possible. In the past 2 years, there has been a complete revamp of the regulatory framework. It's moved from a rule-based to a principle-based regulatory framework. There's operational flexibility in terms of the industry being able to develop products, innovate products, go to use and file rather than the old file and use system. So, new players, there is a streamlining of the entire process by which more players can enter into this space, and we need more. There's a lot of regulatory approvals are being expedited at a much faster pace. All issues are being addressed from a regulatory perspective. There's much more ease and flexibility has been imparted to the insurers in managing operations, rewarding distribution and efforts adequately. The idea right now as we speak also is actively navigating the industry to future-ready transitions towards risk-based capital, towards new accounting standards, and towards a risk-based supervisory framework. The above changes will move the industry ahead, we believe, and move it strongly. And we do want to do everything and build an environment, an ecosystem, an enabling regulatory framework that can empower our insurance companies, everybody in the value chain, to achieve this vision. Given the authority's focus on technology and innovation, creation of a digital ecosystem, ease of doing business, reducing compliance burdens, these have all been key themes that have been implemented. And one of the most important themes that has a great push from the regulatory side, engaging with the industry, is the state insurance plans. When we talk of 2047, when we talk of reaching everybody, every Indian by 2047, then we need to reach them first also. And one of the most enabling ways to do that is the state insurance plans, where insurers have been assigned states to build awareness, to build connect, to reach the last miles, to share the burden as well as the ability and the benefit of reaching people at the last mile in the rural areas, because that is where Bharat is, and we need to reach each one of them to ensure each one of them also. From the regulatory side, there is as much support to the state insurance plans, and by getting out there, I think we can achieve our vision. The recent initiative of Bima Sugam is another game changer, something that has not been tried anywhere in the world, something that uses technology, addresses the diversity and size of this population, brings all stakeholders on one platform, speeds up all activity, and it will connect and empower all stakeholders in the value chain. All insurance requirements would be met on this very platform at one place, one location, making it much easier for all of us to do business, to achieve our vision. Ladies and gentlemen, Insurance for All 2047 isn't just an ambition, it's an imperative. It's a national imperative. To be aligned to that, to achieve that, is something that is key to Viksit Bharat. The government, as the architect of many inclusive policies, has laid down a strong foundation with certain initiatives like Ayushman Bharat. It has brought health protection to millions, but at the same time, we need to supplement that to the other segments, to the other target segments, by bringing insurance, making it affordable and accessible to them. Nationwide campaigns are required, which also not only build awareness amongst people, but they also build trust. They also tell you that the insurers are there for you. New initiatives that are being talked about, such as all the amendments that have been proposed in the Act, including 100% FDI, to be able to get in more insurers, more players in this game. These will all go forward in being able to reach that vision and to be able to get out there, as I said, reach the people that we really need to, bring them into the fold and achieve what we've set out to do so. But once again, without caring that I will be sounding very repetitive, I would like to emphasize once again that the key change that all of us must initiate, work towards, is policyholder protection, being customer-centric, and building that trust. The key to our business of insurance is that the insured, the policyholder, our customer, knows that he can rely on us in his worst time. If that trust is formed, if that trust is established, if that trust is strengthened, it makes our work all that much more easier. So even as we go ahead towards 47, let us commit ourselves to this shared vision, knowing that the impact of our efforts will extend beyond individuals and families, right down to the very fabric of the nation. Together, with this vision, achieving this vision, we can help build India into a resilient and a prosperous country. We can bring about Viksit Bharat. Thank you very much.